the same as. The thing that's interesting is if you look up corporate rentals in most cities, they're all apartments. And we have only houses. I don't have any apartments. I have only houses. So it works out great for me. I have Ducks players, I have football players, I have Angels players, and they're great. They're, especially the Angels players, they're the best because they're gone half the time. And when they are here, they leave for the field at noon. They hardly use the house. And so corporate rentals is an opportunity to do that. Apartments is one of those. Condominiums is one. But the problem with buying a condominium for a short-term rental is most condominium communities don't allow rentals less than 30 days. So you want to be sure that you check that out. So I can rent. I have townhomes in Irvine and in Tustin Ranch, but they're all 30-day minimum. So that would be what I would call a corporate rental. So then the corporate rentals would be the same as what I call insurance cases, where they've got a fire or a flood or some damage. And then there's marketplaces where you market those online. Now there's a site called Corporate Housing for You or something like that, but I don't recommend it. I haven't gotten any business off of it.
So question for, you have for short-term ones, you have the maid and the gardeners that's always there. Do you hire a company that does it, or you have to find a personal person that does it?
So we have a gardener that I used for a long time, and I use him on my properties. He's just a gardener that just does it, and I use him for mine. My housekeeper actually started out helping me right here as a real estate assistant, and then she formed a company. She has so many people now that she made her own corporation, but she only works for me.
All right.
So I have my own, because I at one point I was up to 50. Now I have about 30.
If we were to start out new, we wouldn't know where to find people like her.
So the thing that's interesting is if you do start out new, be sure to ask us for some checklists, because when you have a short-term rental, people come in, they leave at 10 in the morning. You got somebody else coming at 3 o'clock. So my housekeeper, your housekeeper might come to your house and take all day and just kind of blah, wandering around, whatever. Well, in this case, and I don't expect my housekeeper to check to make sure my coffee cups are clean, right? But when you have a short-term rental and your housekeeper's there, she's got to be in at 10, out by 3, and everything has to be checked. When I go in my houses, I open the drawer, the silverware drawers. I check the coffee cups. I check the plates. I check the coffee pot. I lift the coffee pot up to the light and see if it's clean. All those things. Take the knife out of the knife block and see if they're clean. So the housekeeper on a short-term rental has a bigger job. That doesn't mean that they can't do it in that period of time, but then generally they'll have more than one person with them. There'll be 2 people that'll go, because then they do all the linens, all the towels. It's a more intensive job, I would say. It's more expected. Was that a fair answer? Okay, thank you. Any questions? I'll be here afterwards. Do you have one?
Yeah, so are you familiar with AirBNB rental arbitrage?
I am. And I have one. I had 3 of them. I have one right now, and it works well for me, but there's a big spread on it. So when you do that, so does anyone know what an arbitrage is? So I go to you and you own a house, and I rent your house from you for $2,000 a month, and you let me use it as a short-term rental, as an Airbnb, so to speak. Okay. So you tell me you get your $2,000, and anything I rent it for, I get to keep. Okay. So but let's say your house would ordinarily only rent for like $1,700. So I give you $2,000, so you let me do what I want to do with it. So that works, and it works well as long as you get a good deal on it. But just be sure that if you have it vacant or anything goes wrong, that you can handle the difference if you have to. But a lot of people do. A lot of people make a whole lot of money doing it.